On the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's start our engines. Sorry we're running a little late today. They're always live, and that's the ultimate goal, is to be live. That way there's questions I need to answer. They'll be there for you too. Last class took a little longer than it should, but there were questions to ask. So let's understand, this is live. Me, I got the nickname of the Godfather of Credit years ago on KNX Radio. Been on there for 47 years having fun. So the bottom line today, there's no pictures, there's no recording. Because I want you to write it down and put it here. There's the goal. Now, I like the goodies, but you can't be afraid to try, because as long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you might as well be dead. But I'm going to show you division process, so that way you never bring the pain home no matter what you do, as long as you have no intent to do fraud. Now, I'm online 6 days a week. I got no excuses, but now neither do you. Rags to riches, no problem. Mommy didn't want me. She threw me in a trash can. What am I going to do? Got to be with Mrs. Hope. She had used and abused me too. So what am I going to do? Whine and cry? No, I'm going to see it, believe it, go get it. I looked beyond that curtain, and that's what I did. I want you to do the same thing too. So they said money for a rainy day when I was a kid. I asked what that meant. They couldn't explain it to me. The next thing is I said, okay, let me give a solution to them. Why don't you take all your cards out of your personal wallet today and write it and put a sticky? I'd like you to write down literally, all right, the limit of the card, maintain 25%, never go past 29%. I'd like you to create the line of defense, and this is 100,000. That would give you 71,000 of safety in case you screwed up or you brought the pain home. The goal is to create the line of defense. Now they said, don't put all your eggs in one basket. I wanted to ask them, what does that mean to them? They couldn't explain it to me. So I came up with a solution. Let's think. If you have a corporation today, goody. And what happens when they see it on Secretary of State's website? They sue the corp, they sue you. Isn't that kind of silly and dumb? You got your banks and your grocery stores to file bankruptcy on location called branch numbers. So I created a way to get $1 million, literally, and basically they invented the division process in 85, 86. So the bottom line today is understand, put all your ducks in a row. That means $1 million of credit, never bring the pain home. See, there's your solution. From there, I got to re-blueprint you my way. And that's the ultimate goal. As we play, the lack of knowledge is why people do stupid things. You're not stupid. The reality is maybe you follow like sheep and ducks, and I think that kind of sucks. So which one are you when you chase the goal? Which one are you when you chase the dream? So let's understand what the biggest mistake people make every day. They don't know how to play. They don't understand the difference between SSN and SS4. So let's explain it to you slowly today too. SSN, we get one Social Security card. That's it. We get one. It's a lonely number. And people got credit cards in the 70s and 80s without applying for credit. They got it in the mail. So where are we the people? Tax, and probate till we're dead. Because they track our income by the SSN. Now we got to look up the SS4. Let's pay attention today about banks and grocery stores. They filed bankruptcy on locations called branch numbers. That's an entity. It's right here, entity. Or individual person, it's right there. So you could put your name on line 1 if you paid attention. So the SSN is a 1040 tax return. The SS4 is the 1120 tax return, and it's known as the tax ID. You see, you don't have to bring the pain home. Truly a second chance to try. But again, as long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you might as well be dead. Again and again. Here's the United States of America Incorporated. They got 50 corps. They call them states. States got corporations and call them cities. They create a Chapter 9 bankruptcy to the Federal Protection Act. Allows them to bankrupt the debt and stay in business in front of you. And most people go home and go boo-hoo-hoo. There's no reason to do that. We're we the people. All right, between the 14th Amendment and the Constitution and the Supreme Court, corporation's a legal person. Stop bringing the pain home, please. Balance your debt and understand why you're going to need 9 today. Why I created it, I want to bring the pain home. I wanted a second chance in case I needed one too. Ultimate goal, you should have 9 divisions. So let's show you how to play. Remember, division of me. All right, that application again says legal name of entity, individual person. I can put my name there. That, understand, let's watch. I get to do a division of me. That means I use an SS what for. I use tax ID to build credit reports with Experian, Trandio, and Equifax. I get to build the cash reports versus the SSN, and then the corporation, and then the divisions. Very simple to do. Subsidiary. So if we play the right way like banks and grocery stores do in cities, we don't have to bring the pain home. Ultimate goal, learning to play. So bottom line, division of me. That Lamborghini, here's the keys. It's $1 million Lamborghini. If I'm going to guarantee it personally, $6,800 a month, if I can't pay it, I get screwed up. And what happens is the creditor gives it to the IRS and they tell it's a 1099-C. Now I really screwed up. If I buy the Lamborghini through the corporation and write it all off, if they sue at the corporation, they still sue me. Either way, I'm a duck. Now I purchased that Lamborghini and all the other ones too as divisions. Instead of, I showed you SSN, SS4, remember? So remember, if I sign it SSN, I'm a duck. If I sign SS4, a division of me, that means very simple. I have no intent to do fraud. If I can't pay that $6,800 a month, and I have to disconnect, isolate, incorporate those entities, and if I can't save it, I got to bankrupt it, but I'm going to try to save it. I have no intent to do fraud. Reality is then I go back to the corp and the other pieces, and I don't bring the pain home. Isn't that what your banks and grocery stores and cities and rich people do in your face? It's like when you sign the lease of a building, is it the corporation or division? The division, of course. Are you signing it as an SSN or SS4? Well, that's up to you. House too. And understand, when you receive money, the SS4, you don't pay tax until you're profitable. Every card under the Fair Lending Act is allowed 99 more cards. You can learn to daisy chain the credit too. That's why you need a division of you and a division for the asset per entity. So when you get to the million, you're going to understand something that I'm going to show you how divisions can guarantee divisions of credit. You can replace yourself as a CFO. But again, in the future, right now, you're going to guarantee the credit as a CFO. But we're going to build up to the million so we can get rid of that too. Your goal is let me repackage you. Corporate umbrella. I like that. As we play today, do yourself a favor. If you have a corporation, look it up on Secretary of State's website or in your state. Find the corp, find your name. If you use your home address, change that right away because you told everybody where you live. And if you did that, jump up and kick yourself in the ass and say that was stupid. Let's correct it today. I pray you didn't do that. So understand putting your ducks in a row, what I designed for them too. When they sue the corp, they sue you. You became a duck. That kind of sucks. So division in the line of defense. So they're privately filed anyway. That's kind of like a needle in a haystack. So understand today, all right, who's going to guarantee? Who's going to guarantee the house, the car, the bank account, or in the franchise, SSN, SS4? You see each division. You might want to think about 2 entities per item. And if you do it my way, of no intent to do fraud, if something goes wrong, you're no longer a duck because that would suck. But a corporation's entitled to $100,000 to $1 million card. So that means if I got one of these, I get 9 sister cards. Now I have $1 million to 10 million. Is that enough money to finance the business? Since that's the only credit you can write off anyway, it's a corporate credit. Because you can't write off your personal credit. Because corporate credit's a write-off, personal credit's not. Now write down basically credit. All right, loan, money. Write down credit, loan, money. You see, I got a client right now, he's at the $1 million of credit. His name is JW, and I'm pushing him to do the Wendy's today. All he's got to do is put $100,000 in the escrow. When it closes, the money will pay the bill, or he can use another card anyway. So the franchise, literally 38% left over after he gets it. He doesn't want to manage it. A management company will manage it too. They charge a management fee to do that as well. Apartment complex. So the faster you get to the $100,000 of credit, the faster you can get to financial freedom. There's your goal. So let's understand that $100 million building right there, that $1 million Lamborghini, that $5 million mansion, and the race boat that costs $1 million too. What do they say? The Ray Reynolds University.com. I attained them. Would you like to obtain your first 100,000? Let me build you to the million? Let me know. How bad you want it? Let me know that too. You got one source that can build you, answer your questions to get to the $1 million dream. I like goodies. You like goodies? Would you like to be a corporate millionaire? Let me know. All I gotta do is build you up and away in my system, and I'll show you how to get that $5 million mansion too. Ultimate goal is not hard to do, but I gotta show you exactly how to get the American dream. Then I gotta basically analyze your credit right away and get you some cards. You see, within about 90 working days, you can get a 750. As long as you do what you're told to do and follow through. That's all we got to do is work together and sing Kumbaya. I'm online 6 days a week. Been helping people in person or online for 45 years. Ultimate goal is up to you. As you play today, let's understand. I have this 3-day review coming up in about a week. We're going to go through the Millionaires Founders Kit. We're going to go through the real estate system and the financial series too. It is on the 28th, 29th, and 30th. What are your goals? What do you want? Me is simple. I was born in a taxi on the way to Guardian Hospital. She didn't want me. I got to be with Mrs. Hope, and she, devil from hell, used and abused me too. My example for you is don't ever feel sorry for yourself. See it, believe it, go get it. Let your journey begin with me today, and I'll get you to $1 million dream. I'll even guarantee that too. I like goodies. You like goodies? How many goodies would you like? I only show goodies I obtained. We get to play, and we get to get all the goodies under corporate and divisions too. How many would you like? It's kind of like me. All right, I became the janitor for a karate studio when I was 4. But the reality is pretty simple. I kicked the door jam at 10. Then I kicked the basketball hoop and they go, whoa! You see, white men do jump, just stupid people say we don't. When I kicked at the lights because the Guinness Book of Records says, where's the wires? He ran away and came back an hour early later on too. There's no wires. This is an aluminum building. No blank, Sherlock. You see, you can accomplish your goals no matter where you come from. All right, and understand, you can reach all your goals. How bad you want it. That's up to you. From there, I got 10 classes on Saturday that are live. I'll be your coach if you allow me for 90 days to a lifetime. But you got to stop bringing the pain home. The lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man and woman. We're not stupid, but people do stupid things. So get the hold of the #1 coach worldwide for the last 30 plus years. By the way, it's me. I don't hear no. Do you hear no? No means they don't know how to play. You got 1,000 steps to millionaire. You're going to learn to be the certified CFO. I want to leave $10 billion to the Ray Reynolds University when I die. When I got to the $2.6 billion of corporate structure at 26, I wanted to help people for free. Nobody wanted to play with me. So reality is very simple. Today, don't be surprised I give you 100% back to 10 times your money through personal business credit. I just want to take away your excuses. Here's a corporation managing divisions my way because Bank of America's bankrupt 5,000 locations so far. Understand they got a tax credit. Chase Bank, US Bank, Wells Fargo too, Sam's Club, Geico. So we could learn to play the game. Even the cities fall bankruptcy. How do they do that without bringing the pain home? You see, that's your biggest problem. You kids ought to learn how to do what? Stop bringing the pain home. Become a certified CFO. Become and understand, program your brain to millionaire status. I started a blueprint when I was 9.5 years old, and I call it See It, Believe It, Go Get It. There you go, write it down. Now here we go again. 14th Amendment, Constitution, Supreme Court, corporation's a legal person. Here's SS what? N, because we're we the people. Tax, 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 and probate till we're dead. Here's SS4. Now, if we look up the IRS website and go to the 1244, we can find out we can file one tax return and almost never pay tax again. Whoops, there you go. You see, my thought of the week is very simple. Stop bringing the pain home. I don't understand why people do it in the first place. Divisions give you the line of defense. Why would anybody be stupid enough to bring the pain home? And I've been teaching and preaching for 45 years. And I invented division process years ago too. Your choice. Let me repackage you. Building, structure, corporation manages entities. Stop bringing the pain home. Put your ducks in a row. Repackage you under the corporate umbrella. Isn't that simple to do? That's all you got to do. So let's understand today. Okay, I'm incorporated for rich and famous people, people coming out of prison, and people that are homeless too. You had your kitchen table meeting. Oh, goody. You sat around the kitchen table and said, honey, we're going to start a business. Everybody got excited too. Let's jack up the house and jack up the cart. So let's screw it up. That's what most people do. See, when you jack up the credit, you get stuck. You can't get any more. And you can write out diddly squat. Why would you do it that way? That's called stupid. Nobody's stupid. Why would they do that? I don't understand. The goal is not to bring the pain home, is it not? Write down today's date, project 90 working days. Winning the Game of Business wrote 45 years ago. I sold the books and CDs at the Bonaventure for 32 years for 5,000 a set. I got a system to do millions in real estate and become the bank too. So if you invest $9.99 today, they're yours for free. If not, they cost you $9.99. Starting the business, running the business. You don't know if they're going to be friends and family going to knock you down, or employees are going to catch you, going to fall off the cliff. So me, I've been getting up at 2:25 ever since I was 2.5 years old. I go to my knees this morning and said, thank you, Jesus, for another day. Then I go look in the mirror, put myself in check. Because I didn't get a mommy and a daddy and a family like most of you. Don't let anybody cloud your direction. Understand July 4, 2009, what happened to me? Simple. The wife wants to take out one of the yachts. I got 3 in the backyard. Have one people 6 days a week too to watch the fireworks with a group of people. Okay, honey. Next day I die. I'm in a different place, but I can hear what's going on in that room. Tax attorney tricks my wife to sign a POA. Nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. Jesus gave me a choice to stay in peace or go back. I said go back. So understand today. I moved 21 times a time, 24 times a time, 11.5 years old. I've been shot twice with a gun, not 6 times too. My example from God is for you to understand. All right, basically see it, believe it, go get it. No more excuses. Ultimate goal. I got a book coming out this year called Jesus is Not a Drive-Through. See, being a Christian is a way of life, not a moment in time. Ultimate goal. Let's show you the Lamborghinis and get you past go. Let's show you the Duffys, the mansions, and how I broke the record. So white men do jump, stupid people say we don't. More Lamborghinis. All right, race boats, yachts, helicopters, U-Docks. All right, and Ferraris too. Ultimate goal, I call it race rules. I only show things I obtained. So I created the blueprint when I was 9.5. I call it see it, believe it, go get it. Is that okay with you? So let's play credit repair is a fraud. There's no magic wand. You see, why don't you write down section 611 today? See what you can do on your own too. Credit repair writes silly letters telling the creditors not mine, cannot cut it late. Reality is, guess what? Your score goes down, not up. Keep in mind if you have an open collection account, you got to man up and woman up and negotiate the debt. You can't rip off your creditor. If you want a 750, all right, all you do is negotiate any open collection account. From there, all cards at 25, 29%, but 2, rapid refresh. Now you got a 750. What are you going to do? Simple. You can enjoy it, or you can be a CFO for the corporation and the divisions, and that's called the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. See the first 25 steps today. Simple. Credit Karma, because it's free. Then we want to analyze your credit right away. I want to show you exactly how to get the American dream within 90 working days. It's up to you. If you let me do what I need to do and you follow through, now I need you to look at the application that allows the Social Security card. Let's understand. All right, before Nixon took the gold standard out, our government and president confiscated all the gold. That's why they call it Fort Knox. But then Nixon took the gold standard out. Here's the application for Social Security card. You did it before Nixon took the gold standard out from 14 to 16, or mommy did it at the hospital if Nixon already took the gold standard out. So we have to understand, number 1, says name to be shown on card, full name at birth other than above. So again, SSN equals 1040 tax return. When you look at the card, your personal wallet today, you haven't really paid attention to, and you read it, it's going to say do not laminate. don't carry with you, don't use for ID purposes, which you do anyway. And then it says property assessment administration, not you, which is the IRS too. You see, we got an SSN for a 1040 tax return. That way we're tax, and probate until we're dead. From there, understand, years ago too, you got your first paycheck. You thought the company ripped you off because you thought basically they ripped you off because half of it was missing. Then they pointed out that the IRS gets their cut. You get the leftover. That's what makes us ducks and sheep. So if we paid attention to the 14th Amendment and the Supreme Court, corporation's a legal person, and then we look at we the people, SSN, SS4, we go to irs.gov and we do the S corporation again, we almost never pay any tax. Is that the ultimate goal? One SSN, that's all we are, ducks and sheep, all right, and corporation gets one tax ID. When they sue the corp, they tend to sue you anyway. So how do the banks and grocery stores do this too? They use a corporation, parent company, managing subsidiaries. I want you to use the division process that I created in 85 and 86. All right, ultimate goal, becoming the certified CFO too. See, you have to let me rebuild you in the SSN. So you're a CFO for the corporate, the divisions. At the same time, I'd like you to let me build the SS4 for you. I'd like you to compare the two. So you can be double CFO, put your ducks in a row under the same corporate umbrella and quit bringing the pain home. Ultimate goal, don't forget the form, because what did it say on line 1? SSN equals 1040 tax return, and in the corner it says SS5 IRS. So let's compare it to an SS4. So let's understand today, it's very simple. Line 1 in front of you says legal name of entity, corporation, division, subsidiary, or individual person. I believe that's how the banks and grocery stores in the cities bankrupt locations, and they get to write off on their taxes. Your name could be on line 1. You never had to be just 1, because 1's a lonely number too. From here, number 9 says banking and credit purposes. So the only form that allows us 1 per entity happens to be an SS4 form, the ultimate goal. So the corporation should do 4 things. Buffer tax means it doesn't pay tax till it's profitable. Corporate credit, the only credit you get to write off interest rate in the credit card anyway, it's corporate credit. Cart, fleet price, hotel, free buffet. Then we look at the 7 things it gets to do. The ultimate goal is the line of defense through cheap, multiple functions by wholesale price, multiple cash credit reports, all right, flippity dippity doing real estate and separate liability. So division should be known as line of defense. Under the corporate umbrella, all right, debt follows tax ID and we build cash reports. I will guarantee what I say I can do 100% for you, as long as you follow through and you're part of the program. Violation means you jacked up cards or you applied and crashed a rep or rescore. Please do not violate. If you did, I'd have to charge your fee or close your case. Negotiate an open collection account, please. Now it's going to hit your credit again and again, doesn't go away. IRS has a special form called what? 656 of 433A and B. Past should not change future. So let's play. Ultimate goal today. So let's understand. All right, rapid refresh creates green lights. And what do we get to do? Get you a 750 score. As long as you're part of the program and you follow through, let me repackage you. So don't forget the 3-step, please. I call it the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. 750 is waiting for you as long as you do what I ask you to do. All right. All clients are analyzed, credit history is added, and for you and your corporation. Analyzation and history. Understand that. Becoming a millionaire corporation. Then we basically rebuild the credit reports. All right. We do a rapid refresh. All right. You go to class on Saturday, and the ultimate goes a 750 score. From there, we charge you $9.99, and we give you a $1,000 card back to you. During the broadcast, we discount this to $4.99. All right, and give you a card for $500 to reimburse you. I'm your coach for 90 days. Ultimate goal, I would say Zelle. Take a picture, Ray Reynolds recipient, ray@rayscredit.com, and when you Zelle during the broadcast, you put RW when you Zelle what you Zelle for. Ultimate goal. From here, if you want to refer people, you can. That means I will build more credit or sell you back 10%, as long as they say when they're signing up that they were referred by you. Ultimate goal, 888-567-8688. Please write it down. Opt out for 5 years. You add yourself to the national mailing list. You did it to yourself. So please understand that too. Next, I want you to plan the problem, because you allowed someone to knock you down and rip you off, friend and family member too. All right, you probably spent thousands of dollars, something didn't work. So today we're going to take the credit in your pocket. You're going to put a sticky. You're going to write down safety credit. You're going to write down the limit, 25% maintained, never past 29%, creating the line of defense. All dashboards say 0 to 29, the way I designed it for Yarborough years ago. 30 is yellow, 50 is red. So that sticky will give you the discipline you've been lacking all along too. So do yourself a favor. Every time you go, yeah, Ray, I got an emergency, I'm going to say, stop it. When you jack up these cards and you drop your score, can't get any more, can't write a dilly squat, why would you jack up the wrong cards? These cards here do not fluctuate your score. And you can max them up to $1 million. No excuses anymore. Ultimate goal. Lose your job, have an emergency, what do? Simple. You run out of time, you run out of money, then you go jack up your credit. It's like you're in a hurry to do it. Ultimate goal. So if you had a basically need of 5,000 today, what would you do? Go ask your friends, your family, the bank. They all say no when you need it. The answer is yes when you don't need it. Here's the 5,000 card in my hand. If I max it out today, the payment is $50 a month. The average person wastes $50 every other day. These are 100,000 cards. I take 50,000 off a card because the average person wastes 140 a week. That's 600 a month. So I took 50,000 off of a card. Corporate card doesn't show up on personal report anyway. What happens next is simple. The payment is $612.26. I get to buy 2 pizza restaurants with a drive-through during a pandemic. No excuse, using some common sense. As we play today, reach your goal, believe in yourself. Me, I believe in God, I believe in me. Kick the Georgia M at 10, then I kick the basketball hoop. All I know is white men do jump and stupid people say we don't. So never forget that Nixon took the gold standard out. What does that mean? Simple. Before then, the government and the president conference, they did all the gold. And you use that to borrow and print money. Nixon took the gold standard out. Now we get to print money like, whee! And then they had to have what? Mommy signed the SSN form at the hospital for the baby within 2 hours of being born. So remember today, write down Ray's rules. 2 cards, 100,000. Safety credit. We don't use personal credit to start a business. That'd be kind of stupid. Using corporate credit, you build on the corporation itself, write it all off, interest rate and credit card 2, up and away, and absorb the taxation. Usually if something goes wrong, you get rid of a division, not the corp, not your family, not the other pieces too. By the way, that's your cake you needed too. Step 7 today. Raise rules. Become a certified CFO and never bring the pain home. Simple to do. So keep in mind today, there I am dead. H1N1. There's the address too. Google it. It'll tell you that I'm telling you the truth. Been in 2 comas in my life, 1 at 5.5, crippled for life. Jesus said, get up. I got up. Last one, I got to die and come back and help you. Devil's trying to knock us down and hold us down too. God's delays aren't God's denials. The ability to play. Now here's chapter 18 I heard when I was 7.5 years old at the Hope Family House in that poker game too. The corporation's a legal person that may sue or be sued. What do we get to do? All right. What did I do? Simple. I went to the library next to the Torrance Police Department, rode my little bicycle. I asked the woman, what does this mean? She was rude, walked away, came back, here's a microphone, here's a bike. She was a bee. I read the book, found out there's no blueprint, so I created my own. Went back to the library for 2 years, created my own blueprint. You see, the lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man and woman. Don't follow like ducks and sheep. I got 100,000 credit in the mail. I got named in the movie Dave. Corporations and divisions get to build cash credit. Write it all off, up and away. Build credit from my cat, prove my point. Inc. magazine interviewed me too, and I said use plastic to finance your business. So today I'd like you to go get 9 divisions of you. I'd like you to learn to play the ultimate goal under the corporate umbrella. So let's understand today. You allow me to get a tax ID for your corp or your division. What does that allow me to do? Set up credit reports, Experian, Chenjo, and Equifax. That means I get to get cash credit for you. From there, it's checkbook money, the ultimate goal. So if you say you want $1 million, I'll tell you 9 divisions. If you say you want $5 million, I'll say 41, the ultimate goal, but it's up to you. So remember, every card can be daisy chained into 99 more cards. Would you like $1 million or would you like 10 million? Would you like 9 sisters? Would you like a piece of property per division? Would you like a franchise? Kind of like the branch numbers at the bank too. But again, if you got one screwed up, no intent to do fraud, you bankrupt a piece, keep the other pieces, go set up another one too. Again, nothing stops you but you. That's the ultimate goal. As we play the game, I invented division process in 85, 86. You get your credit, why don't you loan it out? The more you loan it out, guess what you get to do? You get to create cash flow, free up your time, and replace your income or enhance it. I call it free money. For every $50,000, it's $2,000 a month positive cash flow. You can actually set up $8,000 to $15,000 a month to the corporation and become an investor if you want to. There's my book, part of it, buckets of money up to $190,000 a month with 41 divisions, making you a money-making machine. Now, understand, out of all the credit cards out of the 119, I'll say 10 are great. The rest I don't like. So let's understand. Here's the 5 I like the most. If I get you a green Spark card for the 100,000, would you like 9 more? That makes $1 million. If I got you the Bank of America for 100,000, would you like 9 more? If I got you Wells Fargo 100,000, would you like 9 more? If I got you the American Express or the Ink card, would you like 9 more? If I got you basically the gold card, would you like 9 more? See, that's $5 million of credit. All right, that's not counting the divisions. That's not counting the other 5 cards. And you haven't even talked about checkbook money yet. See, checkbook money should be up to 5.5 million. But again, it's unsecured as the bank says so. So would you like a line of credit up to 150 per division? Let me know. Very simple to do. So I like to build millionaires. Would you like to be next? So here's a master's package. Take a picture of this. I'll allow you to do that. This is a private package through me. The 18 divisions, the rapid rescore, analyzation, credit added, weekly call, workshop, specialty classes, and the book review. Here's $1 million of credit. You can start it with 10,000 down, all right, and make the payments as I build you credit. Total cost is 100,000. His ultimate package is 2.5 million of credit, 25,000 down on all those bonuses too. You basically, as I build you credit, you pay the payments going down the road, and your payment will be up to 250,000. That's for 2.5 million. Here's basically the final package. 5 million in cash credit, 50,000 down. All right, you make the payments as you build. I build the credit for you too. Your total price for 5 million is $500,000. I like goodies. You like goodies yet? Let me know. Because the bottom line is, how bad you want it. So when you guarantee a car, no. Division, division, division for car, building, house. SS4 versus SSN, and daisy chain credit too. Don't ever forget division of me. That allows your name on line 1. So if I put basically a division and put personal credit, and I'm looking at personal, instead of using personal credit using SSN, I get to put your name there as SS4. Then the corporation, then the division, then the subsidiary. I believe that's a corporate umbrella. Once you get to the $1 million of credit, you can start using divisions of me to guarantee credit for other divisions too. To guarantee that American Express, the car, the house, the franchise as well, ultimate goal. So again, please check out your corporation today. I don't want you bringing the pain home and using your home address. Keep in mind, I want you to put all your ducks in a row. The ultimate goal, if you sue the corp, they tend to sue you, that makes you became a duck, which sucks. Divisions are the line of defense. They're privately filed anyway. So if you allow me to do division for you, it's tax ID. All right, for the division, 2,000 of history. The office sells it for 1,000. All right, I build a corporate umbrella and build the credit reports for you. I charge 500 each. Today you can get 4. All right, literally for 1,500, 2 for you and 2 for the asset too. It is definitely a Zelle, and you put RW when you Zelle. Ultimate goal, you should be focusing on $5 million of cash checkbook money and $1 million of credit card money. I just think that should be your goal. Then you should think about the $100,000 to $1 million of supply and vendor credit, Dun & Bradstreet as well. The ultimate goal. So remember, checkbook money, please. If you want it, you need a 2-year corporation. This year and next year, if not last year and this year. If not, I got them in stock for you if you want. The office sells them for $9.99. I basically discount it to $4.99. If you want us to file it for you, you pay the filing fee, and we charge $250 to do that. Or you do it yourself, or office is less. But the only $4.99 is good if it's Zelled during this broadcast. If it's not Zelled, then you call the $9.99 and you call the office too. There's only a couple left anyway. So there's your Zelle RW when you Zelle, please. 8 classes in specialty in rotation at 8 o'clock in the morning. This Saturday, it's stock kit. Ultimate goal. So I charge $9.99 for 90 days or $4.99 per class, unless you get it as a bonus packages. This has to stop. Jacking up the wrong cards. Come on. These cards do not fluctuate if you max out at $1 million. All right. That way your score never drops below a 750 ever again. You have to be a certified CFO. From there, if you want me to build one for you off my histories and what I do for you, I charge you $9.99 per card. If you like 4 cards, 2 for you and 2 for the corporation, that's normally $4,000 discounted today during the webinar only for $1,998. The ultimate goal. So remember, it's a Zelle, 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 RW when you Zelle. If you ever have a problem trying to do an order, a Zelle, or the deposit, whatever you're trying to do, you have no 20 questions. All right, you call Scott, my controller. He's not in sales. He just writes up orders for me. You can do that. If you need a lot of blah, blah, blah in conversation, call the specialist, pay the normal price. It's very simple. When we use personal credit to start a business, I call that silly and dumb. See, borrow money is not taxable. We should use the corporate credit to finance itself, absorb the taxation, screw up something, got screwed up. We get rid of a division, not the corporate, not the family. You buy at wholesale price too, and you buy your what? Lifetime income. You have your cake and eat it too, raise rules, and you become a certified CFO. You never bring the pain home again. Keep in mind, if I gave you $1 million check today, what would you do? You'd probably put it in your personal account. Sorry, I'd say that's silly and dumb. You only get to keep $375. I'd have told you put in the corporation, pay all the bills first and pay tax on the leftover. No leftover, seems like there's no tax due. By the line is understand the United States of America Incorporated. They pick 50 corporations called states. State pick corporations called cities. Oh, so they did the line of defense too. And they created Chapter 9 bankruptcy to bankrupt the debt if they had to. You could play the same game as long as you have no intent to do fraud. Ultimately, go step number 9 today. Once you Google bankruptcy, look at SSN, SS4. Who's going to be the deck the next time things screw up in your life? It's your choice. As you play, let me add you to my credit system so you can get a $5 million mansion too. I can build you up to $1 million of credit as long as you go to class and not fall on your what, and learn the rules and tools and follow along too. You see, what most people do is they spend thousands of dollars to get a corporation. They don't learn diddly squat. They're free and you pay a little filing fee. I learned that at 9.5 years old. California is wiping the fee till June of this year. You don't have to be a duck or a sheep, by the way. Here's a starter package today. All right. Rebuild the credit, rapid score. Articles also tax free if you don't have them. National average is 3,000. Don't know why. Set up in level 1 every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The ultimate goal. $5,000 of credit back to you. Instead of the $19.99 today, I'm discounting it to $9.99 during the broadcast. So you get 5 times your money back if it's Zelle now. Now there's no more excuses. You want million in the making, that's $5,000 normally. You get $25,000 of credit, which is 5 times your money back. Here we discount it today during the broadcast for $24.99. Ultimate Goal, that gives you 10 times your money back. Better than being in Vegas and no excuses, because I expedite everything I can for you. From here, beat your doubt, run your race. Let me repackage you, get you past go. Ultimate Goal, getting the goodies too. God's gift, the mansions and the harbor. Race boats and yachts, I say the Ray Reynolds University.com. Helicopters, Lamborghinis, and buildings too. All right, I'd like you to change your driver's license, please. P.O. Box, mail-in address to protect your privacy, but it's up to you. Ultimate Goal, let's look at your car today. You let them sweat you for 5 hours. You lost $5,000 and they treat you like a sheep and a duck, and you went along with it too. When you did that piece of paper, you should have wrote down last one inquiry. You should have took a picture. That would have allowed them not to basically jack you up for 9 inquiries. And what you did is wrong anyway, sorry to say. When you buy a car, it's fleet price tax ID division. No gap insurance, doesn't show up on reports. It's a corporate car. You become a certified CFO. When you lose a house or car, the creditor gives it back to the IRS, and they call it a 1099-C. Now you got double problem too. Registered owner should be a division of a corporation and not you. If there's a bumpity bump and they sue you, you're the duck. Let's make sure they get diddly squat today. Step 14, planning the problem. All right, very simple to do. As we play, the Lamborghini is a division of a corporation. That one too. Every piece of property you obtain should be, all right, a division, because you know who's going to slip and fall and sue you and screw you over to do. Your paycheck should be offset by your house payment. Amazon didn't pay any tax on the 10 billion to trillion. Why would they pay tax? You see, the reality is pretty simple. All right, there's no loophole. They're doing what they're allowed to do. He bought Twitter within 24 hours using a line of credit. And that's twiddly dumb and twiddly do. He's got a spaceship. So does the other 2 guys. So you could actually join the club, win the battle if you want to. You see, Carl's lines of credit more than he brings into the billions, so he doesn't pay state or federal tax. Walt Disney uses borrowed money. No, they actually wrote an IOU to themselves. How they deduct taxes on $1 billion and leveraging money too. Have a problem processing an order ever? 800-510-3338. As for Scott, just be ready to write up the order. He'll write it up. All right, he's the controller. He doesn't have a lot of information. He just writes up the orders from me. So that way there's no argument when they basically who wrote up the order. Simple. Run your life or a corporation or conjunction. Ultimate Goal. Pay tax, buy a Lamborghini. It's pretty simple. Your paycheck's taxable income, right? That means you get the leftover. You pay car payment, gas registration, insurance. You might want to yell no and start driving a company car like I do. That's step 17. You might want to go to irs.gov today, get a hold of an SS4 form, and look at it as banking and credit purposes. You'll find out I'm telling you the truth. It's public record. You never had to be a duck, because that would suck. Now here's Mama. She delivered a baby. Ever since Nixon took the gold standard out, Mama's handed the SSN form within 2 hours of the baby being born. Baby goes in the stroller. The car seat goes home. See, everything to me is rules and tools. Buy a house, escrow close, homestead, trust. There's the goal. You got a house not in a trust today. They sue you. They take it away. When you die, you're stuck in the probate and your family got diddly squat. You fix up a property today, and guess what happens next? They hire the contractor that hires a subcontractor that stand outside Home Depot. When they slip, fall, and cut corners, what do? They sue you and take everything you got. If you did it my way, they get diddly squat. Why not? Why don't you look up an irrevocable trust, please? That's what I would tell you to do, but it's up to you. Step number 19. Ray, I don't want to pay tax. I hear it all the time. I tell people to knock off the crap. You cannot play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. Wesley Snipes tried. He went to prison for 3 years, fined $5 million. So again, get yourself back in the system. If you ever screwed up, go to irs.gov, 656 433 A and B. That is step 20 today. You should learn to be an OPM. up to 70% discount, no bills due in 90 days, up to 90 days, and you can learn to play. You close an escrow. You have 200,000 left over. Don't act like you're rich and piss it away like most people do. What do you get to do? Simple. Leverage it to 15 million. Borrow money is not taxable. Line of defense, step 21, called blackjack. Whoops, you won again. See, there's my office in 2009, 22,000 square foot building. Find out I was dead broke again. They stole my life. I was homeless again too. What am I gonna do? Go boo-hoo-hoo? Nope, got out my blueprint. See it, believe it, go get it. All right, got out my basically divisions and everything else, and I build more credit into the millions. Closet divisions are a backup from a backup. So do yourself a favor today. 1,000 steps to millionaire. Become the certified CFO. Corporation's a legal person that may sue or be sued. We build credit to the corporation and the divisions. That allows us a corporate umbrella. Tax ID builds cash reports. Every tax ID is entitled to a Spirit, Chandra, and Equifax. When you get to million, your division of me will guarantee everything you're going to do anyway. Getting the card, getting the house, getting the franchise, and all the goodies too. You don't have to bring the pain home. Just never forget division of me. Because what does that do for you? Simple. You, as a person, are entitled to put your name on line one. Division of you. From there, corporation, division, subsidiary. The ability to build a corporate umbrella. So this means very simple. You say a million, I'll say 9 divisions. You say 5 million, I'll say 41. It's very simple to do. Divisions at the office are 1,000 each. Today you get basically 3 for $1,500. 500 each. I'm going to give you 4 instead. 2 for you and 2 for the asset too. It's a Zell. Put RW in your Zell, please. What are you willing to lose? Family? No. Corp? No. Division? If we play my way, at the end of the day at chess, we both lose pieces, but we're going to get checkmate. That's how we win. Ultimate goal, step 23. Refer people. I will basically build more credit, or I'll sell you 10% back, as long as they say your name when they sign up that time too. Reaching the dream, think to be the impossible, raise rules, using basically corporations, divisions, training people to be a CFO and make them into millionaires as well. Ultimate goal for the last 45 years. So never forget credit, loan, money. It's how you get to that first 100,000 to be financial freedom. If you want to be a corporate millionaire, let me know. It's very simple to do. I got this class coming up 3 days, 28th, 29th, and 30th. The ultimate goal, if you're in the 6 months program, it's $1,000. If you're not, you can join us. All right, and you can get a bunch of bonuses, level 1, 2, 3 specialty classes, 50,000 of credit. Your cost is $39.99. All right, if you don't want any bonuses, it's $19.99. Pretty simple to do. Ultimate goes online. It is definitely a Zelle, and you put RW when you Zelle. Making you a money making machine makes sense to me. Getting you cards. All right, 100,000 cards times 9 more. All right, 9 more, 9 more, basically 9 more, 9 more. That's only 5 of the 10, and that's $5 million of credit. You see, we haven't even talked about checkbook money now. So never forget. All right, that's the reason they call me the Godfather of credit. You might want to play today. Get a corporation and divisions too. Here's a package called Masters Package. Not for everybody, but this is $1 million one. Take a picture. Or if you want, but be serious about it too. From there, the ultimate package is $2.5 million. From there, you got the $5 million package. You see, based on the payment, you can put down, and what happens, you can pay the payments as you do, then I'll be able to use the credit for you. Now, lines of credit, take a picture of this. This is only during the broadcast. All right, so the 10,000, all the 100,000, with all the bonuses, with divisions, rapids, and all kinds of goodies. No bonuses, it's discounted, but it's only good. So look at it real good. It's only good during the broadcast. It is a Zelle, and you put RW when you Zelle. From there, let me add you to my credit system. I'll show you how to get the American Dream, analyze you, pop you a card, use you right away, get you 750 and 90 working days. Ultimate goal, pretty simple to do. Never have joint credit. just in the way. Buy a house, escrow, close, homestead, trust. Remember corporations, why people spend thousands on never understand. I found out they were free when I was 9.5. You pay a filing fee. Divisions for real estate, franchise, current business. Line of defense, raise rules. I give bonus cash credit so you can write off the goal and build the dream with have no excuses. You can finance itself. And that way, step 24. So keep in mind right now, your 750 is waiting for you. If that's all you want. We're going to analyze, we're going to add history for you, even the corporation too. Then we're going to do a rapid rescore. All right, we're going to tear apart the reports. You're going to go to class on Saturday. And from there, your goal is a 750. We charge you $9.99 usually and give you a 1,000 card back to you. Ultimate goal, I discount that to $4.99. The card becomes $500. Now I'm your coach for 90 days. Next, you got starter package. Rebuild the credit, rapid score. Articles also tax ID free if you don't have them. From there, set up level 1 every Wednesday and Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Discounted to $9.99, $5,000 of credit back to you 5 times your investment anyway. Ultimate goal is very simple. The million in the making, usually $5,000 of credit, discounted to $24.99. $25,000 of credit, you get 10 times your money back. The goal is to expedite this one and take away all the excuses. There's your Zelle, RW to Zelle today. Ever have a problem processing an order or a Zelle, you ask for Scott at 800-510-3338. From there, your goal is the corporation and division process. Understand your banks and grocery stores use subsidiaries. The goal is use divisions. Stop bringing the pain home. Become a certified CFO and reprogram your brain to millionaire status. Look behind the curtain. Stay safe, stay strong. We do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. So keep in mind today, at the end of the day, what I offered is during the broadcast only. If you need help, have Scott help you, but the prices are good for now or Scott or me. That's it. Not call the office and they'll do the best they can. 800-510-3338. We do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And we never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.